The animated Spider-Man movie called Spider-Verse swings into the top at the box office while the movie Mortal Engines bombs. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse swung to the top of the domestic box office in its first weekend in theaters, proving that there is a widespread audience interest in big-screen animated versions of the film. Because this is an animated version, it's more like a cartoon. The film led a host of newcomers that debuted to varying success on this pre-Christmas holiday weekend, including Clint Eastwood's drug-smuggling drama film The Mule, which in the movie not only does Clint Eastwood direct the Mule movie, but he also stars as the main character, and Peter Jackson's produced epic Mortal Enemies, which bombed in the North American theaters. Into the Spider-Verse earned an estimated $35 million from 3,813 theaters against a $90 million budget, according to Sony Pictures on Sunday, which is a record for animated movies in December, although the hybrid Alvin and the Chipmunks movies were higher. The film features an innovative animation style, both CGI and hand-drawn, and focuses on the Miles Morales character as he learns to become the famed web-slinger. It's another financial win for the studio's latest expanded Spider-Man films, which were Venom and Spider-Man Homecoming, which were released. I haven't seen Venom yet, and I would like to, and I haven't seen Spider-Man Homecoming, and I would like to. Spider-Verse has been very well received among critics, and audience and exit surveys gave it an A+. A first for a Spider-Man film. It has been nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Animated Feature and picked up a few honors from the critics as well, including the New York Film Critics Circle. We are playing to both families and fanboys. We're an all-audience film, said Adrian Smith, Sony's president of domestic distribution. They also have an 8-day runway until the big Christmas release starts, packing the multiplexes. The Clint Eastwood directed drug smuggling film The Mule debuted in second place with an estimated $17 million. It's a solid debut for a rated R film that cost $50 million to produce. The Warner Brothers film drew an audience that was mostly older than 78%, which 78% of over 35-year-old people, and male 54%. Clint Eastwood has such a big following as a director and a star, said Jeff Goldstein, Warner Brothers president of domestic distribution, said. It's Eastwood's first major film since he last starred in Trouble with the Curve in 2012, and the studio is optimistic about the film's longevity into the holiday. Not all the new films were so lucky, however. Coming in fifth behind Holdovers, Dr. Seuss, The Grinch, and Ralph Breaks the Internet was the Peter Jackson produced epic Mortal Engines, which bombed in North America. The film was filmed in a $100 million budget, but the film only brought in $7 million for the weekend. Neither critics nor audience responded favorably to the Christian Rivers directed film, however, which has a definitely 28% on Rotten Tomatoes. This weekend also saw the release of the PG-13 rated version of Deadpool 2, which was Once Upon a Deadpool in 1,566 locations. It earned an estimated $2.6 million, which is being added to Deadpool 2's box total office. In limited release, Barry Jenkins' James Baldwin adaptation of Beale Street Could Talk opened in 4 theaters to a very strong $219,000. Jenkins' follow-up to Moonlight is expected to be a big player throughout award seasons and expands nationwide in the upcoming weeks. So here's all the estimated money that they brought in. Going from 1 through 10, Spider-Verse brought in $35 million. The Mule brought in $17 million. The Grinch brought in $11 million. Ralph Breaks the Internet brought in $9 million. Mortal Engines brought in $7 million. Creed 2 brought in $5 million. Bohemian Rhapsody brought in $4 million. Instant Family brought in $3 million. And Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald brought in $3 million. And Green Book brought in $2.8 million. Aquaman brought in $126 million, which is doing pretty well. Dr. Seuss The Grinch, and these are according to ticket sales. Dr. Seuss The Grinch, $23.3 million. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, $21 million. And these are all based on ticket sales. Mortal Engines, $20 million. My Neighbor Totoro, I'm not sure what the hell that's about. Dragon Ball Z Super Broly, $8 million. Ralph Breaks the Internet, $8 million. And The Nutcracker in the Four Realms, $5 million. And those are all based on the ticket sale prices.